Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beeman Toyota. You see what's behind me here? This is a Lunar I-Force Max TRD Pro Toyota Tundra. This is the first Lunar one that we've had. I haven't seen much out there on the Lunar ones for videos, so I figured to give you a video, give you a look at the Lunar one. You guys can tell me what you think of the Lunar one, and I will get out of the way so you guys can take a look at this beautiful truck. Just a awesome looking truck. Tell you a little bit about the Pro in general here. So your Pro has the I-Force Max engine in it, so it is a hybrid system. That's a parallel hybrid system. So it's not a true hybrid like the other, like a RAV4 or something like that. It's a parallel system. It's in line with the engine, and I'll get under it here in a little bit and show you guys how that is as well. But you have a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 hybrid, 437 horsepower at 5,200 RPMs, 583 foot-pounds of torque at 2,400 RPM, and it's just really sweet. So low emissions vehicle. It has 48 horsepower from your electric motor. It has your 288 volt sealed nickel metal hydride battery, 10-speed electronically controlled transmission in it. Your drivetrain, you have a electronically controlled rear lock on your differential. Obviously your Pro off-road suspension with a 1.1 inch front lift and a 2.5 inch Fox internal bypass coil overs rear remote reservoir on the rear side. So just really sweet looking truck. I'm sure you guys can agree there. So direct and port injecting for the motor, of course. Independent double wishbone front suspension, and your coil link your coil spring multi-link rear suspension. So you also have the TRD Pro front stabilizer bar, and I can probably give you a good look at that. If we get down here, you can see your front stabilizer bar on your TRD Pro. Here is your suspension under the truck. I have the wheels turned, so it's a pretty good look at the suspension for you here. But definitely take a look there. I'll take a look back here. You can get a pretty good look at the suspension back here with your Fox suspension. But just a beautiful truck, right guys? I'll give you a look under the back here and kind of take a look back here. Not a whole lot to see from the back, of course, but I can get you a look. So you have your brakes have the 13.9 in the front, and on the back you have a 13.6 inch. It's a single caliper on the back. It is a dual caliper on the front, so it's a dual opposed. So you actually have 4 pistons on your front caliper on the vehicle itself here. And I'll see if I can't get you a little bit better of a look at that. If I pop back here, should be able to give you a little bit better of a look. If you can take a peek at more of the suspension under here, you can see this camo that's actually, it's carried throughout the truck as well. You have your lights up here with your TRD inside the lights. Obviously your light bar up front, which we'll turn that on here in a little bit, I'm sure. Once I get inside, I'll show you all the lighting and that. But you also have your TRD lights up here. All of them say TRD, and then of course your Heritage grille for the Pro, of course. So electronic power steering. It's a beautiful thing. Drives effortlessly, of course. So you also have your tow haul modes, of course. Your body on frame, high strength steel, of course, for your cabin construction. Multi-terrain monitor, so you have the ability to look under the vehicle with several cameras. You can see the cameras are actually under the bottom side there, and you have your nose camera, your back camera. You can see all the way around this truck. It's a really sweet thing to be able to look around the truck without ever getting out of it. So now you also have like I said, electronic power steering, of course, electronically controlled braking system with regenerative braking, so it will grab some of the power back as you brake, of course. It says that active grille shutters. Your trailer brake controller is integrated. That's on the inside, so you do have the trailer brake controller. And then downhill assist control, crawl control, multi-terrain select, all that standard as well. The circle diameter, so if you pull the wheel all the way to one side, that you need just under 50 feet, 49.8 feet to make a full circle around this truck. So your four-wheel on demand, of course, and an automatic limited slip differential. So now your bed in this one is 5.5 feet bed. Deck rail system, of course. You also have the button that everybody is really happy about. Over here, you can hit this button right here and drop that tailgate. You can also use the button in the same spot where you normally use the tailgate. You can get a spray in bed liner here if you choose to. This one's got the bed lights. You can see the bed lights there. Also your power port, which is right there. You can see that. So that's your power port that you have back here. So that's 120 volt, 400 watt bed mounted AC power outlet. Now premium LED lights, of course. You have the lights up top as well. There's a couple cameras up there, and I'll talk to you about those here in just a little bit. So then you also have your LED reverse assist light, which is actually right there. So that light will actually shine down to help you line up a trailer or something like that. It's just really nice to have that. I do want to mention too, while I'm kind of thinking about it, you have, this is your key fob, right? And when you hit your lock or your unlock button, you'll see that you have sequential tail lights, that they kind of go on and go off sequentially, right? So kind of depending on how you look at it. Now it's hitting the lock button because it'll only flash once, kind of give you that look. And if I go to the front, you'll see the exact same thing, how they do that sequential look to them. So pretty sweet there. Of course, fog lights down there on the bottom. You also have the ability to lock and unlock the vehicle just by doing this. Of course, you touch there to lock it, grab this door handle, and you'll unlock it. You also see that your mirrors unfold for you when you do that. Now your driver's side mirror is self-dimming, and it's also heated. Blind spot monitor is standard as well when it comes to this particular truck, of course. So you also have your TRD aluminum front skid plate. So if you actually take a look down here, you can see your TRD front skid plate is down here. It is really nice for what you use that for, of course. So definitely going off-road would be a good thing there too. So all LED lights, fog lights, your headlights, your marker lights, everything's LED, of course. Your premium LEDs, daytime running lights. Kind of looking down the rest of my notes here, your Pro dual exhaust black tips, you saw those back there at your tips were there. You can see your wheels here as well. Those are your Pro wheels, of course. And I've done some videos on this, of course, for you guys to be able to take more looks at it and kind of look at the same spec sheet that I'm kind of reading off of right now. So if you guys have a question, definitely look back at my Pro video and you can take a look at that particular thing for you. So here are all your lights fired up, guys. Take a look at that light bar on there. I will note that you have to be in bright lights in order for that light bar to come on. And then your fog lights aren't on while you're in bright lights, of course. So if you want your fog lights on, you come off your bright lights here and make sure that your center is on. And once you do that, you'll see you also have the lower lights that you can have on. So you can definitely turn on lights in different ways if you want to, but those are the lights, and you can see those all the way around the truck. And I'll come back here for you, give you a view. You can see all the LED lights all the way around the truck, everything on there for you. All right, guys, I know you're ready for the interior of this truck, so I'm going to take you into the interior. The Lunar offers both the red interior and also the black interior. This one is the black interior, which seems to be the one that most people are asking for, at least to me. So you kind of take a look here, you can see all the red stitching that comes on this truck, the camo print on the inside of the seats there, and then obviously you come to your stitched TRD Pro that's embroidered there on the seat. Really nice feel to your seats, of course. All your stitching on the inside is very nice. Your TRD on your steering wheel and the red up top, that was one of the first teases that Toyota did about this one. Your TRD light bar, like I said, is right there. That'll turn your light bar on. If you see it flash, it means you're not configured right for it. That turns on and off your door. Automatic high beams. Your fuel door opens here. This right here will dim the center dash or let it brighten, right? Your odometer trip. This turns off your parking brakes. Heated steering wheel. That turns on the volt or the 120 volt power that's in the back. You have power seats, of course. Lumbar. There's your lumbar right there. Front and back on the lumbar. I'll show you here. By the way, you also have a programmable seat if you didn't notice this. Of course, you can you saw the mirrors folded in earlier. You saw that. This right here is the floor mats, in case you're wondering. On a new car, obviously that came with the floor mats there. You can lift this up if you want to, and what you'll notice is there's nothing below the seats here. So on your hybrid, this is where your battery is on your hybrid. So you can still lift the seats up and you could still use this area for something other than what you might need to use normally for, but or if you don't want something slid on the seat, of course. Take this, you can fold this down. You have your subwoofer back here, and your jack tools and everything else is over there. You can see your LEDs up on the top, of course, too. Power ports back here, a C-style and your regular style USB, along with another inverter port. Your air vents also in the back. That's going to come important here in just a second. That is your sunroof. I'm going to show you that actually here right now. We're starting to get a couple of sprinkles. I don't want this thing to be open with the sprinkles, so we're going to kind of pop in here and do a little bit of an audible, right? So you see you've got your curtain here and your sunroof here. So if you hit this button, it's going to open the curtain. At any time you can hit that button backwards. So if I hit this backwards, it's going to stop it from moving. But other than that, it's going to open all the way up, and you can see we have beautiful sunroof. When we open the sunroof, you'll notice it'll go back, of course. And when it goes back, it's going to stop right here. If you hit this again, you'll notice it can go the rest of the way back, and you have a very large area for your sunroof. I'm going to go ahead and shut this. SOS buttons up here. Obviously you have your room for your sunglasses down here. This right here is a really cool thing too. You hit this button and you can roll down your back window. It rolls up and down faster than what it used to. It used to be very, very a lot slower than that. So your heritage style on the front dash there for you. 14-inch screen, guys. This thing is beautiful. Just, I mean, what do you want, right? I mean, this thing is very functional. And obviously you have to be hooked up for that, of course. Yeah, so you can also see on your dash here, you have your battery life and your turbo and all that. It's up there for that. So yeah, you got your TRD shift knob in here, your four-wheel drives down here. This is all of your ability to customize what you're driving in. It's all right there. Very, very easy to do that, of course. So wireless phone charger, brake hold, trailer back assist, panoramic view monitor where you can see all the way around the view of the vehicle like I was talking about. And you can actually set this a little bit different. I'm going to show you that too, because you've got a lot of settings on here that you might actually really enjoy, right? So you can kind of see how that was working, and that just kind of spins around there. But what you can do is you actually have the ability that you can go into these screens. You can set this right here is to set it for when you're off-road. It's showing you both sides. It's showing you the backup camera that's right there. If you go into drive, it will obviously go away, but you can see different things. So you have auto, there's different things that you can do. So when you hit the auto button here, so now you're going forward, it's going to turn that on for the while you're driving forward or going slow. You can kind of see how I have the wheels turned there. I can turn the wheels for us. This is the bed camera. So if you're driving and need to look in the bed, you can definitely look in the bed. Down the back on either side, the front on either side, backup camera view, all of this is stuff that you can see, turn on or off your grid lines. You can do all of that. Turn the second one on, turn the second one off. You can do all of that. It is really, really sweet that you can do all of that with this, right? So heated and cooled seats. You can turn off the back seat if you want to, heat and cool passenger seat. There's a USB to connect to the radio, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. All of that is standard on this truck. You also have a different bed camera. This one's right next to the one that shined into the bed, but this is a digital rear view mirror where you can actually look behind you with a digital rear view mirror. Just a really sweet look. Home link, of course. All this is adjustable on the digital rear view mirror, so no worries there, of course, when it comes to that. Steering wheel set up very good. All your safety sense, you can set all that over here. I've got videos on the safety sense. Don't want to spend a lot of time on that on this one, just because I don't have to. You can see the pedals down there. Those are standard on this one as well. It's like I said, your Heritage grille. You can kind of see all your imprints that are back there. It's just really, really sweet. So electronic locking fuel door, we already talked about the emblems. Like I said, I'm just illuminated console bin. Do want to mention up here your 12.3 screen. Your 12.3 screen, anytime that you shut the vehicle off and you go and you turn it back on, you're going to see a different park. There's 5 state parks that will show up when you shut off the vehicle and you turn it back on. So anytime that you're getting ready to turn it off and you turn it back on, you'll see different state parks will actually show up in your screen. So those are really sweet to see, but every time that you shut it off, it's going to filter through and it's going to give you a different state park view. And like I said, there are 5 of them. There's 3. We might as well just filter through the rest of these, right? So we'll shut that one off, turn this one on. There's one more after this one. You can kind of take a peek there. And then the fifth one would be that one right there. So you have 5 state parks that you'll filter through. Every time you start the car, you get a different view, up to 5 times, of course, that you will do that. So all your safety, like I said, is standard on this one. Your safety connect, your active headrest. I mean, what are you missing, right? I mean, nothing. This thing is decked to the hilt. It has everything you could want on a truck. Power to boot. You put your foot in it, it can take off. These trucks are amazing. So let me answer your next question. Hey, that one available? No. This one's not available. This one's for a customer of mine. It's actually a customer that a lot of you guys might know, but it is going to have a very good home. So definitely I'm very excited about this truck. I've been waiting on this one to arrive for a while now, but this is the Lunar TRD Pro Tundra for 2022. I'm sure 2023 will be identical to this one, but TRD Pro Hybrid Tundra. So now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do something else for you guys. So I am going to go underneath this truck and kind of give you a little bit of a view of your hybrid system that is under here, and kind of take a look there and see a little bit more about what's under the vehicle. And then you know what else I'm going to do? Just because I like you. By the way, if you want to put running boards on it, there are already bolts there, so you can always put running boards on them. But just because I like you, I'm going to pop the hood. This is something that we didn't do initially because, you know, we couldn't see what was under the hood. But here you guys go. Your iForce Max Toyota Tundra. This is your hybrid. You'll see there's 2 air filters. You got coolant to the intercooler. Just a gorgeous truck down here, guys. So see, everything has its place. All the orange is part of the electrical system for the hybrid, so they tend to orange up when something is the higher voltage for the hybrid system. But definitely. So what do you guys think? Lunar Rock Toyota Tundra iForce Max in the Lunar Rock here. So I like it, right? Of course, I'm biased because I love these things. I got one on order myself. You guys know that. I'm getting a blue limited. That's what I've been waiting on for a while. So you guys definitely know I'm doing that. We've talked about that. But what do you think of this truck right here? This truck is definitely a beautiful truck, and I am very excited to deliver it. And you know, hope you guys like the video here. Definitely like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.